before we proceed with this video, I understand it might be a little bit too long for some of you. So if you were to scroll down and look in the description, you will see I have provided chapters. So if you just want to skip ahead to the likes of all the collection continuations, or maybe you only care about the likes of all the clothing and armor skins, just look in the description, the option is available to you. And with that, good day, Ruskin enjoyers. I hope you're right, because it's time for the Rust Workshop skin checks. Yes, over the past weekend and as of Monday, we've received a lot of very interesting looking skins, as you can see right here. Yep, that's a little teaser. So what's the focus of the video? Well, we're here to identify collection continuations. Please understand this. With future Rust stores, if we were to see collection continuations being accepted, we tend to see the pre-existing skins from the same collections having a bit of a spike in demand and a spike in price. So, if we identify potential collection continuations today, we could use SCMM to APP to help us visualize. Could we potentially invest into those collections? And if we do see those collection continuations being accepted, could we walk away with some sweet, delicious looking profit? It's as simple as that. So yeah, that's the main focus. We're looking at everything with a financial perspective. Cool. So you're probably wondering, how have you managed to get all of these skins in such a nice presentable manner? Well, that's because I have a full Adorphus list, which you can see right here. And if you're wondering how you might want to get yourself set up with one of these by yourself, well, please consider looking in the top right corner of this video right now. You'll see a special card has appeared. If you were to click it, it will navigate you to a video in which it will showcase to you different ways in which you can build up your own full Adorphus list. So please consider doing that. Before we proceed to look at all the newest skins, I should point out there's a new top picks list from TGG along with his top 10 picks, so feel free to go ahead and give that a good look along with his video. Best of luck to you, Mr. TGG, in terms of getting better, because unfortunately he's been sick for a while, so all the best, all the best. And yeah, so shall we jump in and start yapping about all the newest skins? Yes. So of course, just to point out, I am using SCMM to APP to help us get a good idea if all the skins look fine to jump into and whatnot. So for anyone questioning, it's right there. Right. And of course, if you want to grab the collection link for all of these skins, just look in the description. You can listen to me as I go through all the skins all by myself right here, right now, or you can do it, in your own time. Just look at the description. The link is there. Right, so shall we get started? Shall we start talking about the likes of these deployables? First up, we have a fridge skin. Now, for my example, I'll sit here and say, if you see a skin today and you really happen to like it, well, I will always say, please consider going to the comments section. Feel free to go post some lovely words of motivation, encouraging words. Basically, if you want skin creators to still feel motivated to keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future, just say some kind words. If you really like something. Alternatively, if you kind of like the idea but you don't happen to like the skin that much, offer some constructive feedback. Be nice, concise, and straight to the point. Help them out. And you never know, maybe their skin doesn't get accepted, but you provided, adequate feedback. And they might incorporate that into a version 2, and they'll put that out in the future. Maybe that gets accepted. You help them out. So it's up to you. You're more than welcome. Anyway, with the likes of this tanning bed fridge, looking pretty silly, a bit of a goofy idea, glows very nicely. I have looked at this in game, and yeah, the transparency is very nice and very cool. So if you're a fan of this, and if you'd like to see a new fridge skin being accepted into the game, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Legacy. Right then, so let's proceed to talk about all of these rug skins that we have over here. Right, you might notice a collection continuation there, but first of all, egg. Yep, that's a big old egg. How did you manage to get it stuck to the wall? I'll never know. But yep, Mr. WetQA has produced a big egg rug. And if you like egg, well, you can put it on your walls, on your floors, on your ceiling. You can do whatever you want. So if you're a fan of that, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. WetQA. He does have competition, however. Here we have Nui with his old great rug. Get a good look at that. Interesting. So not too long ago, we had that blinds rug. And that did well, got accepted, had a lot of support. Loads of people voted for it. And as you can see the likes of this, a very similar idea. You put it in your windowscape. And yes, it looks quite, decorative, interesting. And if that, if that impresses you, for those role players out there, feel free to consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Nui. Oh yes, what lovely pictures. Wow. Yeah, just want to quickly get a nice zoomed in look. Alright, go. Cow. Do you like cows? Mr. Kadrix has produced a cow rug. I'm not sure if you walk on it, it'll go moo, but I'm pretty sure it'll be nice and soft. So yeah, if you like that, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Kadrix. And, oh, mate, here comes the money. Alex Valera work. I actually did bring this in. I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah, it's just quite literally money on the floor, you know? So if you want to flex, if you want to really show that you love your skins and you invest well and you make tons of profit, why not consider looking at the money rug? Yep, this is the money flex rug. So yeah, maybe it's not the best rug, but hey, if you buy it, you're probably going to get a lot more money back, aren't you? It might be pretty expensive. Regardless, if you like the idea, if you're a fan of it, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Alex Valera work. And then lastly, what do we have here? Why, it's the return of the Shadowborn collection. Now, I'm sure many of you are well aware that we are going to have July 4th wipe just around the corner, and it's expected that we'll be getting our bikes by then. So we've got 4 bikes being added to Rust. I can't remember all of them. One of them's the motorbike. One of them's the motorbike with sidecar. One of them's a trike bike with a seat on the back, and one of them's just a standard bicycle. I think that's everything. But anyway, in relation to that, the skin creators have decided to do this very cool looking piece here. You know, let's get a proper look at that. You know, the Wastelander, the Wanderer, driving around on his bike, destroying all those that get in his path and whatnot. It's supposed to be more of a reference to the Terminator. I thought it looks like the painkiller from Judas Priest. But anyway, if you like the idea, if you think that looks awesome, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Vase and Mr. Cubist. This looks to be a perfect addition to the collection. Let's see if that gets accepted. So, best of luck to you. But over to here, we need to talk about that Shadowborn collection now, don't we? Right, so, we've had quite a lot of acceptances for the set. But, yeah, kind of calmed down a bit. That's because we didn't get any acceptances for a while. Looking at the state of this currently, it's actually doing fine. The Sheep Minador, okay, that didn't go down very well, did it? But all the other skins have held up strong. That's nice. But we are steering closer towards the likes of the September, October, November months, the dreaded autumn-fall seasonal dip. Now, if we were to see another deplorable being accepted, by default, I would sit here and say, yeah, all the pre-existing deplorables should spike demand, spike in price. And we saw that happen numerous times with each acceptance that we saw for this collection. I'm optimistic, I'm hopeful, and I'd certainly like to see that rug being accepted. Vase already had one accepted earlier this year. He made the Allegory Fresco. Oh yeah, that was a lovely piece of art, wasn't it? I'm hopeful, and I think Face Punch probably would want some skins referencing the new content being added. I think that's a perfect option, and trust me, we've got more later on. So if you think, yeah, maybe that will work out right, maybe I want to consider buying a couple of doors, maybe some large boxes, maybe a garage door again. Because do you remember, when we started getting the first few accepted, this shot all the way up to about $7, $9, didn't it? Yes, it's calmed down a bit, but that's what happens when you don't see an acceptance for about 2 months. Yeah, alright. Anyway, so best of luck to you, Vase and Cubist. Let's see how that turns out. Consider showing your support. Let's move on to the next skins. Right, we've got furnaces. Yes, indeed. We've got a lovely batch of furnaces right here. First up, we have the Neon Fire Furnace, produced by Sadist. Get a good look at that. When it's night time and when you turn it on, it emits the fire. Yes, get a good look at that. Looking very cool. Or hot. Yes, so best of luck to you, Sadist. If you like what you see here, please consider showing your support. Best of luck. Next up, what do we have? Dragon Egg Furnace. Right. So this doesn't light up. I looked at it in game. Mr. Caglian pointed it out, showcased it to me. We look at all the new skins that are being submitted to the workshop on Mondays. I go in game and I take a look at all of them. And yeah, it's a perfectly fine looking design. It's interesting, and it very likely could develop into a bigger collection. Do you like the sleek, shiny designs of that dragon egg texture? Well, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Caglian. Let's move on to the competition. What's this? It's the curse of the... Whoa, what's this? That is... that is creepy. Look at that. Well, he's a bit of a scary sight. Look at all of that. Do you like this furnace? I'll be honest with you. Delarai, if this isn't accepted, consider maybe tuning it up a bit and saving that for Halloween. It looks cool. It looks cool, so just pointing that out. So yes, if you happen to be a fan of the creepy looking, dreaded, evil looking furnace right here, feel free to go ahead and show support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Delarai. And what do we have next? It is the Dark Ore Furnace. I do believe we have a little video here showcasing it off. At night time, when it's turned on, it shines an ever so nice bright blue. And I think quite a lot of people would be appreciating something like that. Come on, Mr. Chillag, show me what you got. Turn it on. Oh, there we go. I timed it badly. So it looks nice. I think that would probably potentially be Chillag's first ever skin to be accepted. Do you like the idea of that? Do you think that looks cool? Consider showing your support. best of luck to you, Chilak. Let's see how this turns out, and potentially a brand new deployable collection on the horizon. Right, so with that, let's move on to storages. Here we have 2 small boxes. I wonder which one's got a better chance. Sorry, Mr. Ideal, but you are competing with something that potentially probably has, you know, quite a lot of support maybe, but yep, you've got a cool looking Magma small box. Hey, it's nice and toasty. If you want to get, you know, keep your hands nice and warm, feel free to get them on top of this box. Shh, nice and toasty. So best of luck to you, Mr. Ideal. I don't know, you could probably, you know, cook meat with that maybe. I'm joking, but let's move on, because unfortunately you are competing with Neon Storage Collection. Right, okay, so we do have to bring this up. Carrot Rustor, where's the Neon Storage? I already mentioned this during my roster rotation. I'm under the impression Face Punch just wanted to take a break from it, alright? Doesn't sound too crazy, I'm sure. Now, in the pipeline currently, whilst we've got the berries here, we also have the likes of seeds from the previous week and cards. Either one of these, totally fine, because technically speaking, it'll be a brand new box. We've never had a berries large box, or a seeds large box, or a cards large box, have we? So whatever happens from here and now, it's going to be interesting. And I've seen what Doc's also produced in the background, you know, other than this. He's delving into the idea of doing neon lockers. So lots of interesting things for the collection, but more specifically, if this were to be accepted, could we see the likes of those neon storages potentially spiking demand and spiking in price? Well, from what you can see there, I don't think so. Well, let's talk a little bit more about this. Basically, I've already said this many times, it really does feel like far too many of these have been bought compared to actual genuine demand. And as we get closer to the likes of the September period of time, September, October, November, there's going to be less people playing. And there's going to be a lot more of these on the Steam market, and there's going to not be as many people wanting to buy them and use them, not until probably around Christmas, January time. So yeah, do not be surprised if all of these go down in price at a new low point around October time. Point I'm trying to get across is, it doesn't really matter too much. It's nice to see more of it, and it's definitely going to keep more people interested in it. But once we enter that period of time, things are going to get very awkward, and I've already made videos discussing this. So it's nice to see, and loads of people are certainly asking for the likes of cards, seeds, and berries. So cool. Let's see what happens next. Best of luck to you, Duck. In terms of, are you a fan of the berries? Feel free to show your support. I'll be honest with you, I don't think he needs it. And like I said, I think we just had a 1-week break from Neon Storages, and it'll probably resume with the next Rush Store, probably go on for maybe another month or so, and then it'll probably wrap up just as the summer ends. So we'll see. Cool, so best of luck. Okay, scrolling down, what do we see? We got Containment Large Box, Sprout Box, and Submarine Large Box. Let's take a look. So, Mr. Ghost, still chasing to get his first ever Rust Store skin accepted, or more specifically, a marketable one. He actually made a skin for Charitable Rust last year, and, well, he won, technically speaking. One of his AK was picked, and instead of being a Twitch drop, they actually pushed it to be a skin they sold in the Rust Store. So, technically speaking, he has had the skin accepted, but he hasn't earned money from it. Hey, it was all for a good cause, so props to you, Ghost. Nice to see you've put out a very nice, interesting skin here. I should also point out, he also was the first person to put out a new Charitable Rust skin for 2024. Yes, the next batch of Charitable Rust skins are currently being made and uploaded to the workshop. Keep your eyes open. I'll probably talk more about that a little bit later, but yep, good stuff there, Mr. Ghost. Right, hopping back over to here. We can move on to the likes of... Actually, no, I should have like said, hey, do you want to show some support to Mr. Ghost? Yeah, sorry about that. So get a good look at this. Looking very nice, looking very cool. Yep. Well, if you would like to have a nice bright neon green light large box, feel free to show your support to Mr. Ghost. Best of luck to you, sir. Let's see if that works out all right for you. And then, of course, next up we do have this Sprout large box. Get a good look at this, produced by Kira and Mr. Stranger Sailor. Get a good look at that. What's happening? Ah, the seeds are slowly creeping through. The plants do not care for the metal. It's going to burst out and it will grow. Yes, so cute little nice idea there. Let's see how that turns out. Best of luck to Kira and Stranger Sailor. Let's see how that turns out. And next up, what we have, it is the Submarine large box. We all live in a yellow submarine. Ah, shut up. So this is produced by Barurik. This is produced by Barurik. Get a good look at that. Looking pretty cool. So, if you like the idea, if you're a fan of this, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Rubric. Right then, scrolling on down. Oh, we do have another large box. Whoops, I didn't see that. Right, well, we'll take a look at the wooden doors as well. Here we have Kekka's nice and bright and colourful rainbow large box. Well, isn't that nice and pleasant to the eyes? Now, does it glow? Doesn't seem to. No mentions of glowing. So, hey, if you like something nice, bright and colourful such as this, feel free to show your support. Best of luck to you, Kekka. Let's see how that turns out. And then what do we have here? It is the wicker door. Sorry about that. Wicker door. Now, what is it? Last week we had a wicker large box. Didn't see that accepted, but hey, maybe it gets accepted in the next Rust door. We shall see. And for a proposed collection, we now have this wicker door. So maybe we'll see a lot more wicker deployables being produced. We shall see. Do you like the idea of this? Are you a fan? Do you reckon that might work out quite all right? Well, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Jeeba. Let's see how that turns out. And then over to here we have this golden anchor wooden door produced by SMN. Get a good look at this. Looking pretty interesting. Looking very nice and lavish. Go good look at that. So, nice bright and green. Doesn't glow, just pointing it out. So if you're a fan of what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, SMN. Right then, moving on to sheet metal doors. Let's move on. Here we go. Right. Here we have Cunha's Night Moon sheet door. It glows. It's pleasant. It's calm, it's serene, it looks nice. Get a good look at this Night Moon sheep door. Do you like it? Are you a fan? Do you like the stars in the background as well? Feel free to show your support for a brand new skin creator. Best of luck to you, Mr. Cunha. And what do we have over here? It is the El Dorado, sorry. God, did you not watch the film? The El Dorado sheep metal door. Looking ever so nice. Fairly dated, but intended, you know. You've got all the moss, the vines growing all over it and whatnot. That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty interesting. Do you like the design? Are you a fan of this? Well, please consider showing your support to the likes of Mr. WAGN, Mr. Wagan, and Gunya. It doesn't glow in the dark, but probably it doesn't need to. If you like what you see, consider showing your support. Best of luck. Right, what do we have here? Pinstriping door, sheet metal door to be precise, produced by Slavny. Get a good look at that. That looks weird. I'm just going to say, it does look weird, but also kind of cool. So do you like this design? Are you a fan of this? Now, does it glow? Does it glow? Doesn't glow. Doesn't appear to glow, no. Well, if you like it, if you're a fan, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Slavny. Let's see how that turns out. Next up, here we have the stained glass night door, produced by Xenia Paris, and this does look very pretty. First of all, the art looks ever so nice, very interesting, but at night stands out and glows ever so nicely. Get a good look at that. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan of this? Well, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Xenia Paris. Let's see how that works out. Then we have two versions of this Dragon Gate metal door produced by Cavency. Get a good look at this, and then get a good look at this, because that's the only images I have. And that's on you, Mr. Cavency. But yeah, Mr. Cavency's been trying to build up an interesting looking Dragon Gate collection over the past few weeks. Get a good look at that. We've had the ever so cool looking sheet metal double door, the garage door last week, and now we're on two single sheet metal doors. So if you are looking at that and thinking, yeah, all of this does look pretty interesting, consider showing your support to likes of those sheet metal doors. Let's see what comes out with the likes of this. Consider voting for either version, whichever happens to be your favourites. Best of luck to you, Mr. Cavency. Right then, let's move on to garage doors. Are you feeling hungry? We could stop if you want, you know. We could go get a quick little snack. We could probably go to the Rusty Pizza garage door. Oh yes, produced by Humpty. It's kind of weird. Didn't we have like a pizza vending machine not too long ago? And then another pizza garage door? And then a cat cafe. Oh, those delicious cats. Right, well, we've got a lot of food, it seems. So, Humpty, pretty cute idea. Pretty nice. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan of this? Consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Humpty. Over here, we have the Infernal Guardian garage door. That's looking very infernal. Yes. Get a good look at the skull. All the fire around it. Look at the glow. Looking very sinister. Looking very cool. Are you a fan? Do you like what you see? Consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Shipman. It is, however, competing with the likes of this Lion Castle Gates garage door with transparency. Okay. Initially, I didn't know where the transparency was, but you can probably tell. You've seen the dungeon garage door, right? Where it's got transparency at the bottom. Same thing here. You can see underneath. Interesting. It would be nice to see another garage door that has that. We shall see. So yes, the transparency is at the bottom. Yes, you'll be able to see people's feet. Yes, without them knowing that you're looking. So if you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, little ranger. Let's see if that works out nicely. Over to here we have the artificial protection garage door, looking ever so nice. Glows ever so brightly. Get a good look at that. Do you like what you see? Well, could you please consider showing your support to likes of Mr. Verona? Best of luck to you, sir. Let's see how that turns out. Next up, we have another attempt at the oil paints garage door. Now, Lancy, I just want to bring this up, alright? I believe you're supposed to wait a month before you can return to a skin and do a version 2 or a version 3. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because you're already onto the third one. It's been like a month, alright? You might want to chill out a bit. Not to sound mean, I'm very sorry, I don't want to sound mean, but it could be the reason why you're not getting any acceptances, because I think you're breaking a rule there. Other than that, you know, looking very nice. Looks very nice, but yeah, if you potentially want to keep trying doing different versions, do a different skin, as in do a different item. Sheep in a door, rug, you know, there's plenty of things you can do. Other than that, this does look very nice. I like the style, I think it looks cool. I just kind of worry that you're probably kind of like hurting yourself by doing this so much, so we'll see. Other than that, looks very nice. If you like the style of this and if you'd like to see more, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Lency. Let's see how that turns out. And what do we have over here? Green irradiation garage door. Get a good look at this. Mr. JJ back with this interesting looking glowing design. That looks nice. That looks cool. Is this something you need in your life? Do you want to catch alarm moths? Well, there you go. I'm pretty sure that would probably attract a lot of them. Best of luck to you, Mr. JJ. If you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck. Right. Next up, here we have the guns and ammo glow-in-the-dark garage door. Now, Lodin Ebu, you probably could remember that they were behind the likes of the Graffiti storage collection, and you can probably see that it kind of looks exactly the same. I get the feeling this is kind of a collection continuation. Maybe. I would have sat here and said maybe you probably want to kind of keep it as its separate thing, but I guess it's just, come on now, looks exactly the same almost. Not to say it in a bad way, but yeah, maybe this, maybe we could get a supplementary collection continuation for those Graffiti storages, much like how with the neon small boxes, you know, that was a supplementary set to the large boxes. I'm not saying no, so I guess we could call it like a pseudo collection continuation. I'll make sure it's chaptered. Get a good look at this. If you like what you see, maybe go back and remind yourself of the Graffiti storage collection and figure out what other doors they could potentially pair up with. Feel free to comment, you know, just pointing that out. They probably already have a batch of ideas already, but much like with the neon storages, if you actually sit here and announce like, hey, I like this, but I want to see a more specific door, blah, 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 you get the idea. Yeah, they'll get a good idea of what's wanted more compared to others. So that's totally up to you. So we could quickly go and remind ourselves of the likes of the Graffiti storage collection. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I don't think all of these are going to magically rise up in price if we see one of these garage doors being accepted. Now, if we saw a few of these garage doors being accepted, maybe, but you know, much like with the neon small boxes, with them being accepted, we didn't necessarily see the large boxes go crazy up in price. Plus, it's already the summer. So plenty of skins have reached new all-time high peaks regardless. I believe some of these have done so as well. I don't think the garage doors are going to be doing that much of an impact on these, but maybe after a few. I'm curious. I would like to see what happens with this, if it does happen. Regardless, I don't think these are cheap enough to really like jump in and buy a ton of. Well, they're not as expensive as neon storages, for example. Maybe for some of you could consider doing it. So, other than that, if you like what you see, please consider showing your support to the likes of the Graffiti, garage door, guns and ammo, glow-in-the-dark, garage door. I've said that like 3 times. Yeah, show your support if you like it. Simple as that. Best of luck to Lodi Nebu. Then, as we move on, we have the likes of a proper collection continuation, quite literally a resubmission of the garage door that was submitted like a month ago. So I was actually not, I wasn't surprised by that. When we saw this being accepted, I was like, hey, I swear there was another skin produced, uploaded that was just like this not too long ago, and yeah, that was the garage door. So if I could look at GBG's workshop, you'll see for yourself that that was actually submitted quite some time back, and well, you know, got resubmitted today. Right, so potentially a brand new deployable collection on the horizon. Interesting, but it wouldn't be the first collection continuation that would have 2 skins. No, how do I say this? If this were to be accepted, would the sheet metal door potentially spike in demand, spike in price? Maybe a bit, but I do still expect that sheet metal door to go down in price. I I'll talk more about that in a second. But the point I'm trying to get across is we've had a lot of deployable skins, deployable collections this year that stopped at 2 or 3, alright? And that very likely might become another one. So I'm not going to go super ecstatic and crazy over the, the fact that this could potentially turn into a collection. I'm just trying to keep myself grounded. But this is the skin that's currently in the Rust store right now. It is also abnormal, so tomorrow night, abnormals, feel free to join my stream. We'll look at all the skins, we'll discuss prices and whatnot. This has been a very tame week for all of these skins. Nothing was like selling crazily, and this one included. I still think, looking at that, it's going to probably reach up to about 11 to 12,000 subscribers. We shall see. But even then, look at all the sheep doors that came out this year. How many of them are currently in the positive? Come on, there you go. Right. Sushi sheep door has now only just about gone to evens. That very likely will also go down in a negative as well. And like I said earlier, Shadowborn sheep door, that went down in price after numerous deplorable skins were accepted. It's just unfortunate, but there's just far too many sheep doors that exist. Far too much to compare to. And unfortunately, yes, if we saw the likes of that garage door being accepted, that's cool, that's nice. But that sheep door just isn't reliable to consider investing into at a decent price, I'd say. So I'll talk more about that tomorrow because it's abnormal and it's in the current Rust store. But I am not looking at that thinking it's going to be reliable. And I'm not looking at it and thinking, yeah, it's going to be a profit, right? I don't think so, sorry to say. So regardless, if you like this design, if you'd like to see more of this collection, maybe it'd look very cool on the likes of a furnace or a water purifier or a rug, you get the idea. So, yeah, feel free to show your support. Best of luck to you, GBG and Z-Han. Let's see how that turns out. Cool. Right, so moving on from garage doors. Oh, we got armored doors, and we got another collection continuation to discuss. 2 of them, to be precise. Cell shading armored door. So, congratulations, Asheron, and, getting your AK-47 accepted recently, and with your arm getting better. I hope you're feeling a lot better, because, well, I mean, they must be. They're making skins again. Alright, so, armored doors. Haven't had one in a while, have we? What was the most recent one? Was the most recent one Shadowborn? Cool, that must have been about 2 months ago. I think we got an opening for it, but like I said, we have 2 armoured doors that are collection continuations. This is the first one. I'm not saying no, but I am questioning, with the likes of the Cell collection, would an armoured door cause these pre-existing Cell skins to spike them on, spike in price? I'm going to sit here and say no. As you can see, we've got this tier 2 set and an AK, and I don't think the armoured door is just going to magically cause it to go up in price insanely and whatnot. It'll be a nice addition. I just don't think it's going to really help these out that much. I'd love to see tier 3, hoodie and pants, maybe some other weapons and whatnot. But it doesn't hurt to dabble into other things. And the fact that they made an armoured door, well, we haven't seen many armoured doors accepted so far this year, hey, not a bad idea. So we'll see how this turns out. But I'm just sitting here and saying I don't think the tier 2 armour or the AK is going to really go up in price that much. Kind of looking at this with a realistic expectation and thinking, yeah, nothing's going to probably happen. Sorry to say. But yeah, I've seen many collections just randomly do a random deplorable here and there, gets accepted, but things don't really change that much. So regardless, if you like the design, if you're a fan of what you see, if you'd like to see more of the Cell collection, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Asheron. I don't know how to pronounce it. You can tell me if you want to. I'm very sorry if I've said it incorrectly. But yes, if you like what you see, people, consider showing your support. Best of luck. Let's move on to your competitor. Why it happens to be the tempered armoured door. Oh, that's kind of hard. Right, okay, so. Recently, we got the tempered double door accepted, didn't we? Now, that's a skin that was submitted like early last year. And kind of surprised us that it wasn't accepted back then. And, well, it just so happens that around that same period of time, we also had the likes of this armour door being submitted originally, and that also wasn't accepted, so, alright, shrug, it is what it is what it is. That double door got accepted recently, didn't it? What do you reckon could happen with the likes of this armour door version 3? I mean, it's looking pretty interesting, and it does bring up the conversations again in regards to the tempered deplorable section, so I go over to here to 2 weeks ago, we got that double door accepted, yep. With those deplorables in this set, we have seen them rise up in price ever so nicely. When we see new deplorables for the tempered collection, only the deplorables spike demand, spike in price. All these clothing and armor pieces, the weapons and whatnot, they don't really care too much, but the deplorables, they appreciate them. So yes, you could look at the likes of these deployables, the boxes, the doors, and you could probably suggest, yeah, maybe I might want to consider investing into it. Because maybe, just maybe, that this tempered armoured door is probably going to be accepted in an upcoming Rust door. And as I said, haven't had that many armoured doors accepted so far this year, really. It kind of is lining up probably to work out well for it. We shall see. But are you feeling the need to want to buy a tempered double door? Or a small box, or a large box, or a garage door? Now, some of these are kind of pricey. They've done pretty well for themselves during the likes of the summer. You probably don't really want to go into it too much, but hey, if you've got a lot of money, you're more than welcome to do so. I think the doors have already had a fun time rising up in price. I think you probably don't want to go towards the likes of these. Too expensive is what I'm saying, but maybe these deployables might be a better option. But with this being accepted 2 weeks ago, let's look at the large box, for example. How much did you even spike up by? Did you even spike up? And looking at that for the beginning of the month, as I look over to here, yeah, kind of went up by a little bit. I'm talking maybe like 10%. Yeah, that doesn't sound super reliable, I'm guessing. So with that, maybe for the best, we consider maybe just taking a bit of a step away. Maybe. I mean, as I said, prices have already improved ever so nicely recently. It's the summer, and we've had a lot of people playing, so yeah. Best of luck to you, Mr. Milho Freeturn Sakatis Milias. If you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Let's see how that turns out in the future. And next, what do we have? A wooden double door. Okay, and then we've got some sheet metal double doors. Cool. Alright, Speakeasy has returned. Now, we never got that wooden door accepted, did we? But what we have right here is the new and improved double door. Get a good look at this. Right, so that's looking pretty cool. That's looking pretty quaint. Nice, calm, serene, looking ever so nice. But we also have a second version with transparency. Having looked in game, yes, you can see through these windows here, but you kind of have to stand up on something just to get a little bit more vision and whatnot. I'm sure you get the idea. That's looking pretty cool. So wooden double doors in general don't seem to get many of those accepted, do we? We are yet to see one being accepted for this year, and we did get one accepted last year. But that was a Christmas skin, wasn't it? So that came out towards the very end of the year. We did also get Twitch drops, which I should point out. But point I'm trying to get across is we are yet to see anything for this year, so we'll see how that turns out. Voodoo, you have a pretty interesting idea with the likes of this. Let's see if people will be appreciating it. Let's see if it works out quite nicely. I ask you, if you like this design, if you're a fan of it, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Voodoo. Let's see how that turns out. Right, now we've got sheet metal double doors produced by Henon. We have the sheet metal double door space station. Get a good look at that. Nice, bright red and glows in the dark. Now there's two versions to this, one that glows and one that doesn't, so just to point that out, just to make sure that you're well aware of that. Yeah, we're still getting a lot of sheet metal double doors being produced. It is what it is. Oh, my investments. Well, actually I sold mine for a profit, so I ain't complaining. But yeah, get a good look at that. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan of this? Do you reckon? Yeah, that could work out probably quite alright. Well, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Henon. Let's see how that potentially turns out. And what do we have right here? The guards are watching you. Yes, it's the return of the Moon Guard collection with a double door. Two arrows this time, yes. You might recall not too long ago we had the Moon Guard sheet metal door being accepted. Now we've got a double door. Of course. Hey, it looks cool. I ain't hating. So let's just quickly remind you of the Moon Guard. That was accepted like 2 months ago now, I think. Is the brain rot true? Let's find out. Moon Guard. Moon. Don't tell me it's broken. Moon. Please, moon. Moon for me. Alright, if I go to June 20, is it just going to instantly work? Okay, cool. Moon. Was it like... Wait, it's called Moon Guard. Okay. I don't know what I've done wrong, but it clearly doesn't like me. So let's just go look up sheet metal doors and I'll point it out here. It might be broken. I am so sorry for that. You're probably laughing at the state of me right now, and I don't blame you. But I think this might have kind of messed up. It's looking like that is the case. Yep. So what if I looked up items instead? I can recover, right? I can make this work, right? Alright, let's just focus the Moon Guard. So over to here, I could actually just bring up the actual page for itself over down here. I could bring up Moon Guard, sheet metal door, and I can talk about the state of that right now. So Moonguard Sheep with a Door, that was accepted quite some time back, and it's gone down in price pretty dramatically. That's currently sitting there at about 80 cents, with its highest buy order being about 75 cents. That did not do well whatsoever. However, I should point out the skin creators did try. They did try to get a continuation produced and accepted. It just didn't happen. Face Punch weren't accepting. We had the likes of a very cool looking large box. We had the likes of a very cool looking, was it a garage door as well? So Moonguard over to here, yep. Plenty of interesting skins and a furnace and some weapons, but no, they didn't accept. I'm going to just kind of get the point across. It's very nice, it looks very cool, but that sheet metal door is down very bad right now. And unfortunately, I don't think it'll recover that much. Yeah, okay, maybe we get a whole bunch of these deployables accepted, it might do better, but they were produced. They weren't accepted. I don't know what to say. So unfortunately, we're kind of in a bit of a pickle here, and I don't think the Moonguard sheet metal door is going to be a perfectly fine thing to jump onto and just assume it's going to be perfectly fine. Yeah, so awkward, I know. However, if you like this design, if you think that looks really cool, yeah, by all means, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Papacarl and Universe Kid. Let's see how that works out. Don't tell me you're now going to start working. Really? Really? Now you're going to be like this? Right. I'm going to refresh that just real quickly, because that just so happened to be the final deployable skin of the batch of skins that was submitted over the past weekend and as a Monday. Yes, for this week we have finished with all the deployables, so I'll sit there and ask you, please consider commenting which of these skins was your favourite this week. Which of these skins do you reckon has a very good chance of potentially being accepted for an upcoming Rust store? I'm going to take a real quick break, and then I'm going to start talking about the likes of these weapons and tool skins. Sincere apologies about the likes of the SCMM not working there. It happens every now and then. It only lasted for a couple minutes. That's why I didn't like stall and go, oh no, I'm there. Why isn't it working? Right, let me just quickly hop over here. I realise I haven't got a certain extension on. There we go, I can turn that back on. Perfect. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, sorry about that. Also, if I'm sweating a lot, shut up. It's really hot. Mate, the UK is not equipped to survive heat waves. Let's build all of our houses and make sure that they retain heat. Haha. Well, it worked for a long time, but now we get hot weather and I have not had fun trying to sleep. I am so tired. Right, people, shall we proceed to talk about all of these interesting looking weapons and tools? And instantly, we got a cool looking rock. It's the MK Ultra rock. That looks cool. Yes, it does glow in the dark. The eyes are, well, they've seen things. So Mr. Hessiam has gone ahead and produced this very cool looking MK Ultra rock, and now we're going to go ahead and start talking about the likes of the MK Ultra collection. Hopefully we can actually get things to work here this time. MK Ultra. Can we look it up? Can we look it up? Yes, we can. Perfecto. We have 3 skins currently accepted. We have the likes of the MK Ultra AK-47, the MK Ultra MP5, the MK Ultra Thompson. Now, this is one of the collections that I thought potentially could have a very good chance in potentially retaining their value and doing very good as time goes on as a weapon collection. By default, weapon collections don't really hold up very well. It's unfortunate. Like, when you have only weapons and tools, you rarely do you ever see them ever in the positive, but there have been exceptions. Last year we had the likes of the Redemption Collection and the Chameleon Collection. For a while, they're only weapon only, and they did actually do a very good job of spiking demand, spiking the price when new weapon skins were accepted, and doing a good job staying in the positive. Now, of course, we did reach the likes of the Autumn Fall seasonal dip, and then it kind of just struggled ever since then, but since then both collections have had weapons, tools, and clothing and armour, is what I meant to say. And they worked out okay since then. You could go take a look at those collections right now. They're doing good. With what I currently see here with the MK Ultra collection, with it being so colourful, I thought surely this would stand out compared to all the other skins that exist. And as of now, it's doing a very good job. We've got 2 skins currently in the positive. That's nice. I will point this out. 2 weeks ago, we did have that accepted, and I'm very surprised to see it still holding up very well, this Thompson. So that's currently up by 50% right now, and, well, there's not that many of them on the Steam market. Hang on a minute, I think that price might be broken. Maybe there was some stragglers or something. Anyway, it's still doing a very good job, along with the likes of the MP5 and the AK. Right then, if we were to get the likes of this rock skin being accepted, could we potentially see these spike demand, spike in price? I don't think they'll go up insanely, but I think it definitely will help it out as a whole. As you can see, we've got 2 skins currently doing very nicely at the moment. The more the merrier. I can't guarantee they're going to have a fun time once we reach around October time. I have to really get that point across. So if you're looking at this and thinking, oh yeah, I'll make some investments now, it might be something you might want to consider truly as a quick flip. Now, we'll also point this out, we literally just had a rock skin being accepted. We don't get many of them accepted, do we? But last year we did get like all of those pet rock skins being produced and accepted pretty frequently, so maybe this might still work out quite alright. We shall see. It's in your hands. You tell me what you think. But I personally would probably just kind of stay away from this. I think this, like, it doesn't look stable. It doesn't look strong. So I will personally just kind of take a step away from it. I have got barders and all these skins as well. I will pick up some here and there. But with likes of this rock skin being accepted, I'm not super confident in it. You're more than welcome to consider making investments and whatnot. That's up to you. Regardless, with what you see here, do you like the design? Do you want to go on a strange adventure with this rock? Well, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Hessiam. Alright. An F1 grenade? Yes! So, when was the last F1 grenade skin to be accepted to Rust? Do you know the answer? Well, I'll inform you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2017. Yep, we have 4 grenade skins and we haven't had one for about 7 years now. Ridiculous, I guess, but think about it this way. When you skin it, you throw it, it explodes, it's gone. It's exactly like satchel charges. By default, I don't imagine it'll probably do a very good job retaining its price, but I do imagine a lot of people would probably buy it simply because, oh wow, grenade skin, haven't seen one of those in a long time, guess I'll go buy it. Surely it'll be okay. So, with what we have here, Sendox has produced this dice-themed grenade, and I'll be honest with you, it looks fine. Nothing wrong with it. He's done a decent job with it. I can't complain. Do you think it looks goofy? I think it does. Do you like it? I think it's okay. Would you like to see it being accepted? Well, consider showing your support. Sendox, this does look pretty nice. I think this could potentially be your skin, but Face Punch hasn't accepted grenades for 7 years. And you might sit there and say, oh, have skin creators not produced that much? They have. I've seen many interesting options produced, especially for the holiday themes and whatnot, like Christmas and Easter and whatnot, Easter eggs. But yeah, no, they weren't accepted, so I don't know. But if we were to see one accepted, like now, it wouldn't surprise me if it did over 20,000 sales, just so people could have a grenade skin. So, just to clarify, all grenade skins right now are kind of expensive, so yeah. Alright, best of luck to you, Mr. Sendox. Alright, moving on, here we have the stone tools from hell. Yes, we got the stone hatchet from hell, and the stone pickaxe from hell. Right, so they glow in the dark, I'm sure, right? Let's go see. Yes, they do. I think you're supposed to mention that, Mr. Sir Q. Maybe you just forgot, that's fine. Right, we got stone tools from hell, and they glow in the dark. Well, now we have to question, will these work out quite alright? But I've got to bring this up to you. The Hell collection, it's not Shell, not Hellfire, from Hell. There we go. It's a bit all over the place. Yeah. We had those tools accepted last year. They went down to half their price. Honestly, that's probably the best thing to look at as a nice comparison. It's very likely going to end up like those two. Tools that glow in the dark at night? Yeah. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but it doesn't look like stone tools being accepted will cause all of these to spike and spike a price. And let alone, will they do a good enough job retaining their value by themselves? Probably not. So, we'll see. I don't think there's an investment to be made here. But with this design, if you want to be caught at night with a glow-in-the-dark tool, you're more than welcome to do so. But hey, From Hell has been very successful, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people do appreciate it. So if you like what you see here, and if you'd like to see more From Hell skins being accepted, consider showing your support for both of these tools. Best of luck to Mr. Sir Q. Let's see how that turns out. But personally, I just don't think there's an investment to be made there. Now we've got bow skins, and do you like it when it's pretty in pink? Yes, we've got the flamingo. The flamingo? No, he should have called it the flamingo. I hate myself, sorry. Anyway, yeah, we got this bright pink flamingo bow right here. Get a good look at that. Very nice and cute. Do you like what you see? Consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Red Rex. Flamingo. Right, moving on. Right, here we have the Apocalypse Nomad collection returning with a transparent hunting bow. The aim sight is not really an aim sight, and the transparency is on the tip here, so... Before you ask, basically, I know recently... people kind of became a lot more aware that the Apocalypse Nomad aim sights had transparency, And suddenly everybody wanted to buy them, and suddenly their prices went up for about 2 days, and it went back down again. But yeah, obviously the skin creators caught on, and they thought, hey, let's go make another skin. Nothing wrong with that, makes sense. So do you like the design? Do you like the Apocalypse Nomad collection? I always thought it looked cool. For the themes that it is, you know, the apocalypse, the survivors in the wastelands trying to survive. I always thought it made sense. Back to worn designs and whatnot. It looked cool. But unfortunately, if we go look at those skins, they haven't really held up very well. As I said, recently, there's quite a lot of fuss about them. But don't start playing games with me. Not like this. Please, don't start breaking on me now. Well, we can still go over to likes of Steam itself and, you know, look up the skins itself. I'm so sorry. It's never normally this bad. No, I do not care for cats. Go away, not those cats. Real cats are... Oh, okay. Steam, thank you so much for helping me. Apocalypse. There we go. Yep, so if I were to quickly bring up all three of these skins, we have the likes of the AK, of the MP5, and the M39. Unfortunately, the AK is currently sitting here at just barely $1.20. We are looking at the likes of the MP5 just short of $2, if I could look at it. Here we are. Thank you. And then we also have the likes of the M39, which is just slightly above $2. Only the M39 right now is in the positive. I don't think all of these are going to be spiking on price with a brand new weapon skin. I know earlier we mentioned with the likes of the MK Ultra, it's bright, it's colourful, it stands out ever so nicely, and it's doing pretty good in terms of being a weapon-only collection, but I feel like this is going to still suffer. It had a bit of a hype moment recently, but it has kind of cooled off very quickly. So from what you can see there, and then it went down, and it's probably going to slowly go back down again. I don't want to sound mean, but it's most likely going to be that case, so we'll see how that turns out. I don't think a bow's going to be a big change for it, so yeah, sorry. Regardless, if you like the design, if you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Zskipper and Dark Schneider. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Right, next up. Let me go put that there. Next up... Next up, we have a Black Diamond Revolver. Yes, the Black Diamond collection returns with a very interesting look and design for a Revolver skin. And hey, we haven't had a Revolver for a while. I know we've had like 2 or 3 accepted already this year, but the Black Diamond Revolver does look quite nice. So as I hop over to here, remind you of the likes of the Black Diamond collection, which should definitely show right here, right now. Perfect. Right, again, a perfect example of weapon-only collection struggles a fair bit. However, this collection has performed slightly better compared to many other weapon collections. So many of those weapon collections go down to $1. These are still doing a decent enough job to retain most of their price. Because if you are well aware, Black Diamond skins tend to sell for a higher price, at least $3. That Revolver, I don't know how much that's going to sell for, but it probably won't be selling for $3. But I am looking forward to the idea of that being accepted, purely based on the fact that Revolvers right now are there. Oh, they are doing ever so nicely. And if you're looking for a nice investment just to put some money away, look no further than Revolver skins. Take a look at all the Revolvers we've had over the past few years, and you might notice every single one of them is in the positive. So yeah, they are well liked, they are appreciated, and I'm pretty sure a Black Diamond Revolver would be a very nice thing to consider investing into. Both Chameleon and Redemption Revolvers have risen up in price ever so nicely, both going above $3. I hope you enjoyed the profits if you sold some. Right, so Black Diamond Revolver, I don't think you're going to cause the other Black Diamond skins to spike in price. However, if you were to be accepted, I want to buy lots. I'm looking forward to it, so we'll see how that turns out. If you like this design, if you're a fan of it, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Bad Trip. Let's see how that turns out. And Mr. Hulk, sorry. Right then. What do we have next? We have the likes of this Yakuza MP5 and then a Waterpipe skin. What? Yes. So, Yakuza MP5. Get a good look at this. That looks pretty cool. Mnemonic Man, you're onto something here. That looks really cool and really stylish. That looks nice. Well, do you agree? Do you like what you see? Well, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mnemonic Man. Let's see how that turns out. And lo and behold, we have another Cold Hunter skin. And it looks like MDE is delving into certain weapons that haven't had that many skins accepted for a while. Yes, here's the next question. When was the last Waterpipe skin to be accepted into Rust? Go. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The last Waterpipe skin to be accepted into Rust was the Tiger Pipe back during the year of the Tiger, Lunar New Year 2022, February 2022. Actually, it might have been January, early 2022. It's been 2 years. So basically, couldn't hurt to see another one of these skins potentially being accepted. What do you reckon? Cold Hunter Collection, as of now. I've talked about this just, when we had this Rust rotation. The newer ones struggle. The older weapon skins, they're doing alright. They've been around for a very long time. They didn't sell as much, so they just kind of do a very good job retaining their value and staying in the positive for a very long time. But the new ones, they sell a lot more, and the weapons that we see for these, you don't really use them as much, I guess, compared to these. So their values don't retain very well. But a Waterpipe, this is going to be a bit awkward. So looking at Waterpipes, as I said, we haven't had a Waterpipe skin in 2 years. I'll remove the S. All of the Waterpipe skins, except one, all in a positive. Because there's just a sheer lack of options. Yep, so that one's not doing very well. But all of these, perfectly fine. So yeah, there's the Tiger Pipe, currently sitting there ever so slightly above its Rust or price. Would you like to see another one being accepted? Consider showing your support. But in terms of an investment, I don't think a Waterpipe is going to cause all of the other Cold Hunter skins to spike in price. Seems silly. But I would like to see another Waterpipe skin. So, yep, consider showing your support. Best of luck to Mr. MDE. Let's see how that turns out. Next up, here we have some pump shotguns. Here we have the likes of Wildcat's Sea Relic pump shotgun. Get a good look at this. Looking very nice, looking very cool. Like a jade sort of design. Needs a bit of polish, but it'll probably look nice and shiny eventually. So yes, pretty cool looking design. Are you a fan of that? Please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Wildcat. And what do we have right here? A collection continuation. Yes, we have the Ditto pump shotgun. Right, so overall, we don't really see that many pump shotgun skins, do we? And we also don't tend to see them sell that much. What does that lead to? Well, I mean, if we were to take a look at all the pump shotguns, some of them might be down bad a little bit, but they should be, retaining most of their price. So as you can see here, Black Gold pump shotgun sold hardly anything. Now it's up to almost $5. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Hardly any listings on the Steam market. Imperial pump shotgun sold a little bit more. It's down, but only down by 2%. Only 37 listings. Ink Dragon pump shotgun last year only did 5,500 sales. There's only 9 listings. That's currently sitting at $3 apparently. No Mercy pump shotgun. It sold like 12,000. Only down by 2%. And then over to here. El Diablo pump shotgun, only down by 7. You also got Recycler there, down by 25, whatever. But you get the point. Looking pretty interesting. I wouldn't say no to the idea of a Ditto pump shotgun, or of course the C one that we just saw a minute ago. But it's in your hands, people. Do you reckon that potentially could be accepted? Do you like the design? Are you a fan of that? Please consider showing your support. But more specifically, if I talk about the Ditto collection, it's a weapon-only collection. And surprise, surprise, look at the prices. Yeah, this is not surprising. So, should I invest into these skins? I probably wouldn't. No. Sorry to say, but yeah, weapon-only collection's not there, unfortunately, so I'll take a step back. But as I said, if you like the design, feel free to show your support. Best of luck to Mr. Kavahu. Yep, let's see how that potentially turns out. Next up, what do we have? We have a double-barrel shotgun, and then we've got some SARs with a collection continuation. And then we'll have an LR300, several AK-47s, and then we'll talk about a bolt-action rifle, and an L96. Alright then. No, don't shoot the bear. He has so much to live for. He needs more honey and whatnot. Alright, yep. So we got this Cobalt Studios shotgun microphone. Yes, just could you speak in the mic a little bit? Get to the mic a little bit closer, speak a bit louder. Do you like the idea? Are you a fan of this? Please consider showing your support to Mr. Kaiden. Let's see how that works out. Ready to start your film career at Cobalt Studios? Your best friend will be your very own double-barrel shotgun microphone. Twice the quality. Yes. Right, next up, what do we have here? It's the Protocol SAR with 2 different versions. We have this green-coloured version and a blue-coloured version. Wow. Right, aim down the sight. What do we see? Aim down the sight. Thank you, sir. We have a standard, perfectly fine-looking aim sight that seems to be a bit blue in colour, I think. And then over to here, I guess we got one in green. Let's go find that out. Green, green, green. Where's the green? There it is. Yeah, slightly green as well. Yeah, okay, cool. Right, so, do you like this design? Are you a fan of what you see here? Would you like to see this being accepted in an upcoming Rust store? Feel free to go ahead and show your support for either version, green or blue. Feel free to comment which one you prefer. Looking ever so nice and stylish. Best of luck to you, Mr. Calmo Legend and Mr. PYH. Over to here we have the rice SAR. I mean, oh, what's that nice smell? Oh, we got ourselves an interesting looking SAR right here. Is it a bit goofy though? Probably, but you know, it tastes good, so shut up. Where's the aim down the sight image? How could you not give me a aim down the sight image? Right, anyway, well, I'm going to have to make do. That's a red aim sight, perfect. Alright then, so if you like what you see, if you're a fan of this, consider showing your support. There is an alternative version, it's one without stock. Yeah, it's a little bit smaller. So, do we have an aim down the sight image for this one? No. Wait, we do have one there. Okay. Maybe don't do it, like, at night. Just saying, it was hard to notice. And what's with the weird little face here? Alright, cool. So, red aim sight, looks pretty nice. If you like rice, well, add some spice in your life. Please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too, Mr. Holodno and Mr. Kolotinsky. Yep, and get a good look at the GIFs as well. There you go. I should have looked at the GIFs. I didn't realise there were GIFs. I didn't know. Right, yeah, that's my own fault. Should have looked more. It's my fault. Right, okay, Wartech. Yes, we have more Wartech skins. What's all this about? Wait, you might realise that, you know, we're Wartech skins right here in the Rust store right now. So you're probably questioning, okay, should I buy them? Probably not, no. What do you mean? Well, basically, hatchets and pickaxes don't tend to retain their value very well. Yep, as you can see, the vast majority are down pretty bad. Now, this will be something we'll be questioning tomorrow, because, of course, both of these skins are currently in the Rust store, but they're not abnormal. So we will question, do we want to jump in and buy them tomorrow, or do we just want to stick with barders when they become marketable, when the Rust store rotates tomorrow? Not tomorrow, the day after. We shall see. But, yeah, personally, I don't think there's an investment to be made there. But we can still look at the actual SAR itself, you know. Does it look nice? Does it look cool? Would I want to show my support to it and whatnot? Well, look at that. That does look very nice. I think they've done a lovely bit of work here. Now, if we could just get an aim down the sight image. I know there is one. There it is. Yep, perfect. And, yep, you've got like this brownish yellow aim sight. That should be good for most environments. Maybe not the desert. Maybe not the desert. But, hey, still looks very nice and very, you know, lavish. So, if you appreciate this, if you like what you see here, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Nova Roman Lifter. But in terms of, is there an investment to be made? Probably not, no. I personally wouldn't. I'll be taking a step back. But we'll see what develops with the rest of this collection. I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing a lot more interesting skins from them. Right. Oh, Pirate LR300. Perfect. What a wonderful, great starting point. So, useful red aim sight. Get a good look on the side. Yahar! Oh, wow. She's got a lot. Moving on. She's got a very big hat. Yes. Ah, yes. What a splendid piece of art right there. Mr. Sean Mick. Mr. Sean Mick, Uri Spectre, and Donut Raccoon. Get a good look at that. I could have mentioned that she has a very big eye patch as well. You know, it's looking very cool. It's looking very nice. Yep, looking pretty cool. So if you're a fan of pirates, yes, feel free to go ahead and show your support. Best of luck to you three. Let's see how that turns out. Noxious AK. Right, I looked at this in game. Looks very eerie. A little bit sinister, I guess you could say. So green. What's it full of? Poison? Venom? I don't know. So, get a good look at that. Aimed on the sight. Standard looking aim sight right there. If you like this design, feel free to go ahead and show your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Anaphen. Over to here we have the Royal Safari AK-47. Get a good look at that GIF, produced by Alloy and Hook. Get a good look. It's golden, it's striped, and it's ever so nice. Do you appreciate? Do you like? Do you adore? Well, feel free to go ahead and get a good look at this skin right here. Aimed on the sight, looks to be a perfectly standard looking aim sight right there. Do you like the design? Feel free to show your support for it. Best of luck to you two. Let's see how that turns out. Next up, what do we have? Resurrection AK-47 version 2. There's two versions, one with and one without stock. This does not glow. I'm not sure why you had to mention that. It doesn't look like it was glowing in it. Okay, whatever, moving on. We've got GIFs as well, showcasing the skin. Do you like what you see? So this is produced by Oasis and Schumer. Looking very nice. Aim down the sight, please. Where is the aim down the sight? We do not have that. Cool. Cool. I love that. Right. So if you like the skin, if you like the design, feel free to show your support. Best of luck to Oasis and Schumer. Let's see how that turns out. Over to here we have the Predator AK-47, produced by Mr. Fresh, with his very cool looking tiger design. Now, when you look at this at just the right lighting, the eyes kind of glow, which does look very cool. We looked at this in game yesterday, but other than that, it's just a cool looking skin. Bright, white, may be useful for you. If you like the design, if you like kitties, feel free to show your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Fresh. Let's see how that turns out. Oh, the eyes, look at that. That does look cool. Right, here we have a collection continuation. Yes, I almost forgot, but I remembered. I'm sure many of you are well aware of the Imp SAR. Yep, that was quite a discussion point. Let's go remind you. So basically, Imp SAR, I think it's still very expensive. We shall see. Yes, it is. Right. So for a very long time, everybody was going wild for this because it has transparency on its aim sight. Now, since then, we've had Twitch drops that have exactly the same thing. They were for free. Yet still, currently sits here at $50. Madness. Absolute madness. And yeah, it hasn't really ever dipped that bad. Well, it's kind of recovered. But anyway. This is a skin that's all by itself. Now, we have an AK. And you're probably wondering, well, you know, if we were to get this AK being accepted, which is over here, will that cause the likes of that SAR to spike demand, spike in price? Personally, I don't think so, but I think a lot of people would be very happy to see that there's more of this. So let's get a good look at the aim sight. Is it exactly like? There we are. You be the judge of that. So yes, the Imp AK-47, a nice addition potentially, but isn't this like not even the first attempt? Yeah, we had like an Imp SMG. When was that submitted? That was submitted, cool, years ago. I swear we had another skin. He might have removed it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you like the design of the AK-47, feel free to show your support for it. But in terms of, should I buy the Imp SAR? Assuming it's going to probably spike in demand, spike in price, I think it probably won't happen because it's just too expensive right now. Just pointing it out. So yeah, nice addition to see. Best of luck to you, Mr. Jessin. Guys, it's in your hands. Consider showing your support. Let's see what happens and the likes of that in the future. And then over to here we have the Prototype 7164 bolt action rifle. Now, of course, we have had multiple skins being accepted for this collection already. So let's go ahead and take a look at those, because we have a Thompson skin right there. And currently, as you can see, it's not really holding up very well. With that Thompson arriving, with that Thompson being accepted, those two skins didn't really spike in demand, spike in price. Nothing really happened. Weapon only collection. So if we're going to sit here and say, oh, but what if the bolt action rifle were to be accepted? Nah, I'm sorry to say. I'm very sorry to say. It's not the first time we've said this with a weapon only collection today, so I feel like we've got the idea by now. Regardless, do you like the design of the Prototype 7164 bolt action rifle produced by 19J and of course Mr. 34633? I'm surprised I remembered his name. Yep, get a good look at that. Pretty cool. So yeah, interesting looking design. Let's see how that turns out in the future. Best of luck to you two. Let's see what happens. Consider showing your support. And for our final weapon/tool skin for today, I mean, I don't think it has this electricity effect. It would be very cool if we had something like that in Rust, maybe. I mean, people probably see it at night, but I want them to look at me because it looks cool. We have the Tesla L96. This looks cool. So, yes, it doesn't have the electricity, just want to clarify. It does not come with electricity. You have to bring your own batteries, alright? But yes, cool looking design, pretty interesting. Would you like to see that potentially being accepted? Feel free to consider showing your support. Best of luck to you there, Mr. Fuff. Let's see how that turns out. And yeah, that's the final weapon/tool skin for the week. Which of these skins stood out to you the most? Which one would you like to see being accepted? Which one was your favourite? Feel free to comment below. And with that, we're going to take a quick break and then we'll move on to the likes of clothing and armour. I seem to be on pretty okay pace, but I know we got a lot of clothing and armour now. Oh dear. If we didn't have that weird moment with the SCM.app, maybe it had been a bit faster. Maybe I'm yapping too long. We do have 100 skins though. You know, consider that. If this ended up being 1 hour 40, that means we did 100 minutes. Therefore, a minute dedicated to every skin, sort of. Yeah, so I know a lot of people will sit there and say, Hedge, it goes on for too long. I always point out at the very beginning, there's always chapters, so, you know. Plus, I always consider people would probably look at the collection themselves real quickly, see if there's any skins that stand out, then they'd probably skip ahead and see what I said about them. Maybe that's the case. Regardless, the skin creators always like to watch me talk about their skins as well, so nice to see you currently watching me. Thank you very much. Right then, people, shall we jump in and start discussing the likes of these clothing and armour pieces? Right, we've got 2 batches of burlap clothing. Here we have the likes of the burlap shirt and pants for Scrap Fiend? Scrap Burlap shirt and pants. Why did I say that so awkwardly? Because you're an idiot. I know, I'm so sorry. Yep, so we got a cool looking design here. It's made of scrap. I'm a man made of scrap. And I also have a money rug on the floor, so, you know. Alright, cool. So, K. Vladimir, hello. Interesting, silly little design. Let's see if people appreciate. People, I ask you, consider showing your support if you like it. Best of luck to you two. Let's move on to the next skins. Right. Cobalt Prison. Yes, it's the prisoner shirt, burlap shirt and pants. Get a good look at that. Looking pretty silly, but also fun. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who like to play cops and robbers are going to enjoy themselves with this kit if it were to be accepted. So yep, produced by Mr. Bingo. This set is subject to update. It'll be easier to filter out your prisoners by dressing them in this clothing. Yep, pretty much. So yes, if you like the design, if you think, oh yes, some stylish orange shirt and pants, that's exactly what I need. Consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Bingo. Yes. Right, so what do we have next? I referenced this earlier, and we're looking at it now. With the bikes on the horizon being added in about a week and a half's time, people are obviously making skins in reference to bikes. Now remember, you might look silly wearing it, but if you fall off your bike and, you know, fall to the ground and hit your head and you don't have a helmet on, you're probably not going to have a good time. But if you have a helmet, you'll survive, and that's good. So always remember to wear a bike helmet when you ride your bikes. Very weird. Oh yeah, he couldn't exactly like ride the bike and take pictures yet, could he? So he had to he had to go on a horse instead. Anyway, so we've got bikes on the horizon. I will not be surprised in the slightest if we do get at least one bike-related skin being accepted. That's a burlap head wrap, by the way. It's not a helmet, it's a burlap head wrap, so it's soft. So if you fall off, you're probably not going to have a good time regardless. But yep, Jimmy Tedeschi, no fut. Interesting idea. Interesting use of transparency. That's a cool idea. So yeah, if you like what you see, consider showing your support. And yeah, what else can I say? There is more, so just keep your eyes open. We've got a whole bunch of these boonie hats to go through first, so let's go through them. Okay. So, first up we have the drone boonie hat produced by Mr. Voltillusion. And I gotta say, the idea, it's pretty funny. Voltillusion, I will give you credit, you do come out with very strange, funny ideas. That I'd love to just have that as the thumbnail, I really would. It's just beautiful. I don't think I need to say any more words. If you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck. It's so funny. I mean it in a good way. It's funny, alright? That is a clever idea. Oh, disco, yes, right. Kicker, how you doing? Right, we got ourselves a disco boonie hat. Get a go at this. So I'm guessing it's nice and shiny, and if you're in the disco hall, it's going to be reflecting a lot. So yes, interesting looking design. If you're looking for a brand new boonie hat, perhaps this is the one for you. Best of luck to you, Kicker. Right, next up, what do we have here? It's fishing season boonie hat produced by Mr. VHS Knight. Sorry about my nose. It's playing up a bit. Sorry about that. I laughed too much and it probably broke my nose or something. Right, so, yes, nice, adequate, perfect hat for your lovely fishing sessions. If you like what you see, please consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. VHS tonight. Let's see how this turns out. Okay. We saw the burlap clothing for this last week. It is the Mob Boss boonie hat and poncho. We saw the burlap shirt and pants last week. Ven had a very cool idea here. And I gotta say, whilst it does look a little bit goofy, the poncho does look pretty nice for like a blazer jacket of sorts. So, hey, it's in your hands. Do you like the design? If you think, yeah, I think that looks really cool. I like the hat. It looks nice. Consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Ven. Let's see how that works out for you, buddy. Right then, we got some other bandanas and ponchos to take a look at, and then we have another bike helmet to take a look at. Right, sorry, my nose. I'm so sorry. The Blue Ringed Octopus bandana. Isn't that, like, incredibly poisonous? Jackie Wecky and Mr. Dip XD have produced a pretty cool pattern. It is in relation to the octopus in real life. I think it's in Australia. I might be wrong. But yes, it's like incredibly poisonous. And if it, you know... Oh, there he is, yes. Yeah, if you get near that and he gives you a good old slap or a bite or something, yeah, you're kind of doomed. So, you know, If you see this guy in real life, you're kind of doomed. Yep, so if you like this, if you're a fan of the design, if you think that looks pretty cool, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you two. Next up, oh yes, Kitchen Warfare. Yes, we have another very strange looking collection continuation from Risato and Domch. We have a bandana that looks like a grater, and we've also got this pots and pans poncho. Now, last week we had the weird looking grater themed, poncho. That looked a bit odd. But the pots and pans, I'll be honest with you, I know it looks stupid and silly and goofy. Doesn't matter. It's Kitchen Warfare, alright? It's gonna look silly regardless. You are a man with a colander on your head, alright? The standards of silliness, it started with that. And now we've just got sillier. That's fine. Cool. Yes, technically speaking, this is a collection continuation for the boonie hat that we had accepted not too long ago. You got forks, you got knives, you got spoons, you got everything. Whatever you can, just wrap it all over me. Come on now, get it all on there. Right, fair enough. In terms of a creative, silly idea, I feel like that's perfectly fine. All right. It's a matter of, will it be allowed? Will it be accepted? Will Face Punch look at it and say, yes, we truly do need that, don't we? I'm not saying no to it. I'm just saying, it is a bit silly. The bandana, at the very least, could probably be accepted. So let's hop back over to here. Let's look at the previous weekend. Let's remind ourselves of that colander boonie hat. So, right now, it's currently got 47 listings on the Steam market. Not everybody who bought this last week currently has the ability to sell it. But it's only got 47 at the moment. If it stays with around that much, that's interesting. If we get that collection continuation, even more interesting, there's no resistance there. There's not that much quantity whatsoever. And the barders are okay. I think that actually might work out quite alright regardless in the future. Maybe. But then again, it's sold for $1.49. It's got a higher point to hold up. It's not too far off from its rust price. Hey, at the end of the day, if you truly feel confident that we're likely going to get this Kitchen Warfare collection kicking off with even more skins being accepted, I'm all for it. Yeah, by all means, jump in, make some moves. Consider jumping in and buying more of those colander boonie hats. I've already got a solid barter down, so I feel comfortable with that as of now. But if you like the designs, if you think, come on now, that's cool, we're going to add that, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Risato and Mr. Domch. Let's see how that turns out. Okay, best of luck to you. And you know what? If you've got any other silly idea in your head that could be an addition to this set, feel free to comment, right? Think of all the silly things that could be used as clothing and armour that you can see in your kitchen right now, and go suggest it to them. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Oh, butter knife, combat knife. There you go. There you go. Butter knife, combat knife. It might need a lot of transparency, but Risato, Domch, it's silly enough to be allowed. Come on now, you could do it. We had a spoon before. Come on in. Right, what do we have over here? We have the Ghost Rider helmet for the potential next upcoming update. Yes, it's another bike-themed skin, produced by Mr. Algorithm. He's taking a break from the likes of producing flashback skins. I don't blame him, because Face Punch don't want to accept them, and it upsets me. But anyway, get a good look at this. Looking pretty cool. That right there is a right helmet. The last right helmet to be accepted was actually from Algorithm. It was the flashbacks, wasn't it? Not this year, last year. That was it, yep. So, hey, maybe it might work out quite right. Maybe everything could be pretty cool. Do you reckon that's got a decent chance of being accepted? Well, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Algorithm. Right, what else do we have? Oh, look, I guess you could call it a collection continuation. Okay, what do you mean? Okay, so you know how we had the Neanderthal hide clothing accepted for the man? Well, now we got one for woman, cave woman, yes. Yeah, so I don't think you'd consider it a collection continuation. Well, okay, it's still growing the collection. It's a collection continuation. Just shut up. We need it. No, that's for the woman. Put it back on the... No. Put it back on the woman. Right, there we go. Yeah. So we don't have that many hide Halterneck skins and skirt skins. This seems perfectly fine. I don't see any issue with that. I think that looks perfectly fine. It would be nice to have more primitive skins for the female characters. Some of you might be stuck with a female character like me. So all the stuff that go for men just kind of looks awkward sometimes. Anyway. Regardless, if we were to see that being accepted, I still think the hide clothing would probably spike in price. We just saw it over there. Hedge, what are you doing? You're an idiot. Yep, you're an idiot. There we go. Right, so it's only down by a little bit, down by 11, down by 5. But yeah, it could expand to more. I think it's got a pretty decent chance. Zinc, you've done a splendid job of this. It's nice to see, but will it actually, you know, work out? Face Punch have been a bit weird with their picks recently. However, they have been liking primitive skins a lot more recently. We haven't seen like tier 3 or hoodie and pants except for about 5-6 weeks now. What I'm saying is you never know, they might just randomly commit to sticking with core skins for the foreseeable future or whatever. At least he put an effort out. We'll see how this turns out. If you're a fan of this, if you'd like to see more, by all means consider showing your support. It's right there. Best of luck to you, Mr. Zinc. But looking at these skins, right? Yeah, more clothing, more primitive clothing skins. I do think it would help out these by quite a lot. And I'm pretty sure in the future, there will be even more. He did express his ideas of doing ponchos and whatnot, so that's looking perfectly fine for the future as well. If you like what you see, I've already said, consider showing your support. So, best of luck to you once again, Mr. Zinc. Let's see how that all turns out. Cool. Okay, what do we have here? It's another Gold Chain Skin Collection continuation from Say Chains and Demon. Get a good look at this. We've got some booties. Yes, some Gold Chain booties. So I'm not sure where the orange and like black stripe design came from, but it's there. So we had leather gloves being accepted recently. Guys, I'm not sure. Like, I'll sit here and say this. If you got primitive gloves accepted, maybe you should make some primitive boot like footwear, like burlap shirt, burlap shoot. It's not burlap shoes. No, it's burlap wraps, burlap foot wraps. I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about? The things on your feet for burlap. And then of course you can do hide boots as well. Maybe that might work out better. I don't know. We shall see. But with the likes of boots, you could have done roadside gloves with these. You could have paired that up. You're kind of splitting everything up a fair bit, and you're just putting out like one skin a week when you can definitely group them up. Hey, it's up to you. I'm sure you're more than well aware of that. So far, with the likes of Gold Chains collection, we've only had the poncho and the leather gloves. But pair of boots, could they help out both of those? Maybe. But again, leather gloves aren't like, you know, leather gloves are primitive. Well, I mean, I guess. Hey, we'll see. If you like this, by all means, consider showing your support. Do you need more gold boots? Well, it's in your hands, people. But over to here, looking at the Gold Chains collection. I mean, if I go back here a little bit, scroll up. I've accidentally clicked that, so that caused problems. Where's those gloves? Where are those gloves? Was it May 30? There it is. These gloves have actually gone down in price by a fair bit. It's quite sad, because we haven't had any leather gloves being accepted for quite a long time. Then we got those. Maybe far too many got bought, but it was only 11,000 subs. I don't know what's going on there. Gold Chains has gone down as well. But when we saw the gloves being accepted, this did spike in price a fair bit. It did go up into the positive, and it was looking nice and stable, but yeah. Right, so more boots, more skins. Boots would probably still help it out a fair bit. If you're feeling optimistic, you're more than welcome to jump in, but personally, I think I'll just take a step back. It's a bit all over the place, this collection. We'll see. I don't think everybody would easily connect that that's like part of the Gold Chains collection. Unless it's called like Gold Chains boots. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So best of luck to you regardless. If you like what you see, consider showing your support. Let's move on. Right, we're now delving into the likes of jackets, hoodie, pants, and then we'll look at the likes of some tier 2 armour and some tier 3. Actually, I don't think we have tier 2 armour this week. Right, so anyway, we got the likes of this cool looking Hell Riders vest jacket, another skin that's made in relation to the upcoming bikes that are going to be added. So, you know, like a biker gang jacket. Makes sense. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure you understand that. Produced by Mishka and Schwunschba. That's looking pretty cool. Nice and leathery. Yep, so anyway, yep, if you like what you see, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you too. Right, what's this? It's the Wasp hoodie and pants. That's the only image I have to share. So if you like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and show your support. If you want to, you know, pretend to be a wasp. Where's the stinger? I want to stab people with my... Well, we don't need to talk too much about that. Right, so best of luck to you, Multi-R Hat Boris and Mr. Damned In. Best of luck. Let's see how that turns out. Wasp collection has more skins than I realised. Oh yeah, with the tier 3 armour last week. Whoopsie, I forgot about that. Okay. Next up, what do we have? It is Road Angels MC hoodie and pants. Again, another biker gang themed pair of clothing. So we got the hoodie here. We got the pantaloons here. Yes, get a good look at that. Get a good look at that. Yep, so that's looking pretty cool. Do you reckon that has a decent chance of potentially being accepted? Honestly, I wouldn't say no. It looks pretty nice. So yeah, maybe we'll get a full core piece set made out of, you know, this potentially. Road Angels, looking nice and cute. Best of luck to you, Eros and Drag. Let's see how that works out. I think you got a pretty decent chance. Over to here, we have motorbike suit produced by Diaz. It's all black and leathery. Interesting. Get a good look at that. Now, we did have Legacy Kevlar accepted not too long ago. Will Facepunch be eager to accept another black collection? Well, we'll see. However, looking at that, looks nice, looks cool. I think Diaz has produced a pretty interesting looking skin set here. So, if we get Hoodie and Pants accepted, what do you reckon could also be accepted afterwards? Maybe some armour. So if you like that, if you feel interested, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Diaz. Let's move on. And what do we see over here? Well, that certainly isn't for the roads, is it? It is the return of San Rhino, Hoodie and Pants, or more specifically the San Rhino collection. So, let's just get this point across. Last year we had the Tier 3 armour accepted. It is basically the exact same colour as Desert Raiders. Now, how much is Desert Raiders right about now? Where have I gone? Oh, sorry about that. You had to go there. Sorry about that. I spaced out. It's too hot. You might have noticed I'm sweating a lot. It is so hot in this room. And I've just lost Sand Rhino. I'm going delirious. I'm so sorry. Right, Sand Rhino. Thank you very much. There we go. Sand Rhino Tier 3 was accepted. After that, so many attempts to continue it. Facepunch just didn't want to accept. So don't blame the skin creator. He tried. He tried really hard. This is his third attempt on the Hoodie Pants, for example. I don't know what got them upset. But yep, you can see that's now selling for $1.91, and that's now selling for $1.88. You go over to here, Desert Raiders, and you will see that this has reached new all-time high prices. Last year, I made a huge fuss about how the Tier 3 armour, the pair of it, cost like $40. Now, the pair, it costs how much? Well, just the face mask is $40. That's now looking like it's close to 70-ish. Yep. There you go, that's fun, isn't it? But like I said, you could save some money. You could buy the rest of the Desert Raider set. But instead of buying that Tier 3, you could spend $4 on San Rhino instead, and it's like the exact same colour. So that's pretty interesting, that's pretty cool. And on the horizon, maybe, just maybe, we'll probably get, more San Rhino skins. Who knows? Who knows? But, Thunder Gold, flashbacks, San Rhino. Oh yeah, Facepunch will accept maybe one or two core pieces, but then never accept the other ones. Why is this? I don't know. I do not know. I am clueless. I have no idea why they're like this. It's strange to me. It's probably strange to you. But you never know. Maybe this might actually get accepted. I'm pretty sure it'll sell well. I'm pretty sure people will appreciate it. Those... Well, what a fine posterior you have right there. But anyway... I think it's fine for what it is. So, yes, if you're feeling optimistic, consider looking at the likes of that Tier 3. Consider, making a decision if you want to jump in and invest into it. Because I assure you, if we saw that Hoodie and Pants being accepted, well, new core piece being accepted, pre-existing pieces with spike in demand, spike in price, what does it look like in terms of the quantity on the Steam market right now? Is it, heavily built up? Or is it looking nice and, well, thin? I gotta sit here and tell you, nice and thin. Over to here. It's probably the exact same thing. Nice and thin. No big fat resistance. In fact, half the quantity is selling for more than $3. There you go. The options available to you. Feel free to consider your options, but you never know. If it does get that acceptance, you're probably walking away with a lot of profit. So best of luck to you, Mr. Himmick and Mr. Sepesh. What else can I say? Let's see how this turns out. Feel free to show your support. I can't say any more, to be honest, so I've got to move on, because I will be here forever. Right then, kitties, fire, and commando? What? Well, here we are. We got this weird-looking cat Tier 3 armour. That is a strange-looking kitty cat face, but the ears are there, the eyes are there, the nose, the mouth. Yes, I'm freaked out as well. So you got the cat in the back. He's stuck. He wants out. He's losing his mind. Yep. So this is definitely a strange set produced by Mr. Slivkey, but hey, you probably appreciate that. So if you like it, show your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Slivkey. Let's move on. Right, here is the Blaze Camo Tier 3 produced by Mr. Zverand. Fire camo? There's no fire environment, sir. Are you telling me I got to run around with a like a flamethrower everywhere just to keep myself nice and hidden? I'm being silly, but yeah, come on now. So yeah, looking pretty cool. Looking pretty nice. If you like this design, if you think it looks pretty cool, well, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Zvir, and let's see how this collection potentially turns out. Best of luck to you, sir. And then for the final tier 3 piece, talking about, black collections early and legacy Kevlar, Mr. Kosem's now trying to set up another black collection. Mr. Kosem, sir, you literally just had legacy Kevlar. Now you're getting greedy. But yeah, jokes aside, he has gone ahead and made an alternate version of the Commando set that he produced. Do you remember this? Toxic Warfare? Well, now it's called Commando. So yeah, you might notice it's just the black version of that. Nothing wrong with that. Totally fine. So yeah, looking at it once more. Hey, if we didn't have Legacy Kevlar and that got accepted, of course that would sell like crazy. You know it would. But we had Legacy Kevlar. So I think people are going to be a lot more questionable now, especially with what happened to those hoodie and pants from Legacy Kevlar. Now, Kosem was laughing his way all the way to the bank. He was happy. But in terms of potential things that could happen, I don't think we'll be seeing another black collection for a while. But, Face Punchers in charge, so they're the ones who come up with decisions and whatnot. I don't know. We shall see. We've just had Legacy Kevlar stopping a good few months back. We'll probably see that jacket potentially complete the sets. You never know. But hey, if you like it, if you're a fan, consider showing your support. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kosem. It's up to you, people. And with that, that was the final clothing and armour piece for the week. And of course, the final skin overall with all this collection here. So, out of all the skins that I showed off today, which ones were your favourites? Which ones do you think have a genuinely good chance of potentially being accepted? Feel free to comment below. And I've got a few more things that I just want to quickly go over. So I mentioned it earlier in regards to Ghost's skin. He's not the only one, I have seen a few more. But we're now starting to see Charitable Rust 2024 skins being produced. So what's going on? Well, it's another competition for Twitch drops. So if I go over to here, if I type in Charitable Rust skins, there's a contest. Yep. Get a good look at this. Yes. So if you're a skin creator and you just found out about this, please go to the website. In fact, you know what? I'll link it in the description. So you look at there if you haven't, if you don't know about this. There is a Charitable Rust event taking place that will be happening later this year, but they're doing the contest for the skins earlier. So that's wrapping up on July 31st, 2024, 23:59 PST time zone. You've got just over a month to produce up to 5 skins if you want to. You don't have to, but you can do so if you want to. Alright, so you could make some deployables, you could make some clothing and armor, you could make a weapon skin. The choice is up to you. Just make sure it's reasonably in reference to Direct Relief, which is the charity they're helping out this year. Now, there's one rule where you can't make any weapon skin that has like Direct Relief on it. You can still have the Charitable Rust logo, but yeah, you can read the rules yourself, I'm sure. So get a go look at that. It's up to you to consider. If you're a skin creator who has not yet actually had a skin accepted, maybe this could probably be a nice little thing for you to get your motivation nice and up and happy. Quite a couple people last year got their first ever skins accepted as Twitch drops, so just pointing that out. Nice to see, and it's all for a good cause, So I don't know how many skins will be submitted, but last year we had up to 60. And, well, 6 of them were accepted as Twitch drops, I recall, something like that. It's around that much. Some of them got put in as skins that you can actually buy from the Rust store itself. So there will be Charitable Rust skins you buy in the Rust store, but then it'll also be Charitable Rust skin drops, blah, 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 yep, you get the idea. So, consider looking in the description, I'll post that link there. Awesome. So, overall, how is everything currently for the state of things? Well, the player count's been doing absolutely wonderful. We have an average player count for June so far, June 2024, 96,500. That is absolutely absurd. We have beaten July last year. And I can't help but assume July 2024 could maybe have 100,000 average player count. We could do it. So, we're going to have the summer sale starting in 2 days' time. So a lot of people will probably buy Rust potentially for the first time ever. We shall see. But yeah, the numbers we're doing are absolutely amazing. But it does stop once we reach September time. So be prepared. I have warned you more than enough by now. What's on the commits? Well, earlier today we saw the likes of some interesting things being mentioned. A crocodile. Yep, where's that crocodile? There he is. Apparently we're getting crocodiles now. Tigers, panthers, crocodiles. Are we getting a zoo? I don't know. I do not know. Right, well, aside from all of that, I just want to quickly navigate you to over here. I want to point out that I have started doing this now. With every brand new Rust store that we have, 4 weeks later, I will review it. Basically, I will go over the details in regards to, I remember how I initially thought when I first saw this Rust store 4 weeks ago. And when we got up to the buy orders, after seeing a certain amount of sales and whatnot, how much did I want to offer? I'll point out, you know, because I can remember what I suggested for the likes of buy orders, or if I actually jumped in and bought some, and what was the outcome? You know, did things match up to expectations? Like, was I right? Was my prediction wrong? How did it go wrong? Can you explain? I'll try my best. Yeah, I'm looking at things now and questioning, did we actually make profits? I feel like that's going to probably be a lot more interesting for the likes of you. You know, you can hold me accountable if I was completely wrong, and I put my hand up and say, yeah, I was wrong. But in certain instances, maybe we just need a bit more time. I have mentioned for certain skins it's a long-term investment, blah, 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 yep. Maybe I might have been too cautious with certain prices that I suggested for likes of certain skins and whatnot. Again, I'll hold myself accountable and I'll point that out. So yeah, feel free to go ahead and give that a good look. So overall, today, that was everything that I needed to yap about. Please keep an eye out for all those Charitable Rust skins. They do have the hashtag right there. I'm pretty sure TGG, that German guy, will actually have a collection link that you'll be able to get a good look at. That'll probably appear maybe in a week or so's time. So yeah, just keep an eye on all of his collections. You'll see it all for yourself, and it'll be there, and you can start guessing which potential Charitable Rust skin we could potentially see being accepted in the future. We shall see. So that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me today. I greatly appreciate it. Catch you all later. I can't speak anymore. I've lost my tongue. I'm so sorry. Catch you later. Thank you very much for putting up with me. Thumbs up. All good.